The Supplier. Go ahead and fuck with it.
You are now tuned into the basement. Nicky Lynn, J-Way, DJ Key Product, DJ Marcus Moolah, and DJ D-Wiz. Right here on Underground Hitters Radio.
Underground Hitters, the basement right now, for effect right now. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy DJ D-Wiz, got the rest of the crew with me right now. And we got LaFamila in the building right now. Let's clap it up. Now, real quick, I want y'all to introduce yourselves one at a time, real quick.
Down the line.
DJ Rick.
Sorry, Montana.
Quando Bands. Your boy J.O.
All right.
Right now, man. Right now, we got a lot of people up in the building right now.
People in his full house tonight, boys. Full house.
Y'all family for real, I see. Man, right now we're gonna start off with J.O. all the way on the end right here.
What's poppin'? What's
going on, people? Let the people know where you from, bro.
Man, I'm from the south suburbs of
Chicago
Heights.
Come close to the mic real quick, bro.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago Heights, you feel me? South suburbs and shit throughout. I'll be moving around here, well, you feel me?
Okay.
Did y'all want to come in this way?
Okay. So how'd you get into the music scene?
In here.
Shit, I've been rapping since like I was 5. It started off with like Master P, you know what I'm saying? All them groups he had, and Cash Money with the Hot Boys and stuff like that. So it was like inspiration. Then Nelly, the St. Lunatics, then you came Genuine, Diplomats, all them. That was my inspiration. I've been rapping.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Okay.
You can have either one.
So J.O.
Your boy J Wade.
Yes. Yes, so listen, man. Explain your start in music. Like, how did it kick off? You know.
Well, it was always like my second oldest brother and my older nephew, Q-Stat, they was rapping. So there was always me and him. This Montana. It's like my brother, you feel me?
Okay.
So we was right under them, you feel me?
Okay.
So we was, you know what I'm saying, we started rapping too, watching music videos, Rap City in the basement, all that, BT on the cut, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So we was rapping, so that's where we got to rapping, just rapping, freestyle in the basement. Then, he was getting older, so we got him to rapping, so we just started rapping, and that's what we did. You feel me? Rap about the stuff we was going through.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So when you think about your music, what's the inspiration behind your music then?
So my inspiration behind my music is just, you know what I'm saying, it's just memories, it's like want to do better, want to be better, and also just the things I went through. Like, it's a way to vent out like what we speaking about. Like, it's all truth. It's like getting it out. I like the art also, you feel me? The creating music. So that's why I like that also, you feel me? That's my motivation. My motivation is LaFamila, you feel me?
Yeah. We
motivate each other. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like, maybe you hear my music, it probably sound different. But it's probably similar, but it's different.
It's the brotherhood that inspires you.
Right. It's like everything, you know what I'm saying? LaFamila is just not the brotherhood, it's a lifestyle, you feel me? It's everything. It's how you move, how you speak, you know what I'm saying? Where you go and how you do it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it.
Yeah.
Give me one word to describe yourself as an artist.
I say diverse.
Why?
Why? Because every time I can show you like 100 songs. Not a lot of them songs gonna be like the same damn flow. You feel me? It's gonna be something different. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something like, damn, he actually put some thought in that and created a whole new sound.
Yeah.
But still sounding like himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, ain't gonna be like, these other rappers, like, you hear the same, like, okay, how many times you gonna use that flow, man? Like, that flow gonna run out. You feel me? So it's not gonna be one of those. So I'm diverse.
Man. All right. So, do you freestyle or do you write all of your music?
I freestyle and I write. So sometimes it be a mixture. Like, I freestyle a song and I write it down. Then I go back and edit it and start writing to it. Or I just, stuff like that.
So it's a combination of both.
Yeah, I can do both.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So J.O., what does J.O. stand for?
J.O. stand for just obliterate, like, completely destroyed. So people think that like that's negative. So I like to twist shit up, and I like to twist it up and be way positive, you know. So it's like whatever I put my mind to, I'm just gonna complete it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wipe it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm perfect it. So yeah, just obliterate, just a blizzy, J.O. You know.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get into this first song right here, Touch Your Spirit. Now, you want to give a little sneak peek to the people, what they to expect with this song?
What this song is, you definitely finna feel this song. Everything is straight facts. I'm a Knack, hosted by my boy DJ Rick Rue. Dropped the song, a month after I got out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna feel it. Y'all gonna hear the truth. This is what I've been through, and this is what I'm going through. It's Touching Your Spirit, hosted by DJ Rick Rue, J.O.
All right. Let's get
into
into
the
it.
song right now.
Let's go.
Touching Your Spirit, Jay on the bed. Let's get it. LaFamila, what's good?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, we'll grab two. You're gonna grab you some chicken.
Okay. Gentlemen, we are back live on the basement. We got LaFamila in the building.
Yeah.
Listen, they came deep, y'all.
It's like 15
Deep as it's like a pack of Mexicans. I ain't never seen some black Mexicans.
This is family right here. This is
There
family.
we go, man. There we
Family.
go. But no, this is cool. Like, I like to see this. Like,
Yeah,
y'all move
yeah.
as a unit.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. So listen, J.O., let me ask you this,
What's
man.
poppin'?
Look, you ever had beef with another artist?
Another artist.
Oh, man.
And if you have, how did you deal with that beef?
I say, man, I don't beef with no artist, man. I'm in the streets, bro.
Well, if you did have beef, like, how would you handle that?
Well, first of all, it wouldn't be no beef. If he ain't in the streets, you know, some pay him no mind. But you feel me? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just different between situation to situation.
Okay.
You feel me? All I know is there ain't gonna be no beef, you know what I'm saying, with no rapping. Just a rapper.
Right.
You feel me? And I ain't gonna let it be known either. You feel me? I ain't one of the cloud chasers either. So it's gonna be some low key chess move type stuff. You
That's
feel me?
what's up.
That's what's up right there. That's what's up.
You don't have any beef. I just can't get over you call them black Mexicans. So when did you realize that you wanted to be a rapper?
Well, when I was young, like really, I was always rapping. Music was my passion. Like music was like motivates me. Music is like what you hear. Music talk about your my living environment that I grew up in, and my culture and my people. You know what I'm saying? That's what glorified us. You know what I'm saying? What made people look up to us. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is number one now. Back then it wasn't number one. You feel me? So this is what I had to. It has been a bump in the road. Like I was in the jail. Like okay, either when I get out, either I'm gonna do music, or I'm gonna do something else. So shit, I chose music. You know what I'm saying? I sat down and meditated. And like I chose music. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna put my focus on. Music.
Okay.
Describe your studio. Like, how are you in the studio?
This is straight vibes, motivation, easy. We coming in, we gonna get the work done. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have drinks. Some people gonna smoke. Whatever. It's gonna be just straight vibe. No negative energy. We just gonna be in there going crazy. Like it's gonna be something that's come out that we like. Okay, you really did that work. Like I was just in the studio in Miami. For 4 hours, we did like 5 songs. Went crazy.
Do y'all all go together?
Yeah, like it'd be sometimes I'll be in there just me and the engineer, or we would pop in as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Or we'll pop in some of me and DJ Rick Rue got a project, or me and Montana being out. We be all in there. Like,
Like 15 of
Going
y'all.
crazy.
Hey, whatever they said, if they want to come, come. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. If they want to come, they gonna come.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, as long as you don't disturb the creative process, you feel me?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. All right, so this can like apply to all of you guys. But what type of beats do you like? Do you like R&B? Do you like trap? Do you like
Desmond G.
drill?
Beats.
Desmond G.
Desmond G.
Beats.
That's the number one producer right now. On LaFamila, Desmond G. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do a little producing too, so y'all gonna hear some tracks from me on, down the road on upcoming LaFamila project, but definitely
Okay.
another little gritty, street type, you know, some samples too, but definitely something that you can spit on and get something, say something, catch somebody, it'll make them pay attention.
I say we all agree, like, just the type of beat, it'd be like you said, a sample, like some soulful, you know what I'm saying, soulful beat, you know what I'm saying, we can just spit on, we'll freestyle, we'll make a song right now, turn on the beat, we'll make a song right now, like, start to finish, that's how we freestyle. We'll come up with a freestyle a hook, freestyle a verse, and people like, you wrote that? Nah, man, right there, we just spitting, man. Like, you gonna write that down? Nah, we just gonna go to the next track. You know what I'm saying? Like, versus, like, we can do the trap music like that, but we like our stuff to be more complex, nothing simple.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? No, nothing simple.
That's
So,
what's up. That's
so
what's
question though, if everything is freestyle, what about when you have to perform it?
Performing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just turn on the beat, like, we'll be on the block, we'll be in the studio, turn on the beat, we'll be riding the car, turn on the beat, we just gonna spit. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy because we just spitting what we've been through in our life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna come out natural, it's gonna come out, we're gonna flow it out. So that's what I'm saying, not everything a freestyle, but I got freestyle tracks, I got verses I freestyle, you know what I'm saying? But you probably can't tell.
Okay. So you saying you've been to Miami, right?
Yeah, we just left there 2 days ago.
So how is like traveling for you? Like seeing different people and all that that's outside your state.
It was weird, man. Yeah.
Weird for real.
Hey, shout out Miami though. Shout out Miami. Shout out all the women in Miami.
Yeah.
A great city to kick it in.
The Cubans.
Yeah.
The kid, oh, no.
Okay,
Man.
get
Look how bad
yourself cut. Get yourself cut. Get yourself cut. Go
Yeah, but
ahead.
like, they weird, they different.
I ain't gonna say nothing to
Like,
you.
you catch us, like, we way more, like, up here, we way more tensed up, so it's be like, we be on point and stuff like that. It was like, we was just in Cali, like, 2 weeks ago. No, it was last week, my bad. Then we went to Miami right after that. Like, it took like 3 days and went to Miami, so it was like, we seen a different culture, but it's like, ain't nobody, you can tell when people from Chicago and stuff, like, oh, he from the rap, you can tell, yeah, you from Chicago? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can tell we stand out more, you feel me? Because our attitude, the way we
y'all not
carry
friendly.
ourselves. That too. That part, we friendly when we want to be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How we come down and handle business because you know just how you gotta be. Like down there in Cali, they friendly. Miami, they got a little attitude. They cap a lot, but I mess with people in Miami though. They know how to kick it. You know what I'm saying? They know how to chill. You feel me? So I'm thinking like, you know what I'm saying? We had fun down there. We made it a hot spot. We turned it up. You feel me?
Man.
Let's go ahead and get into this next song right here. We got the song Grand Theft Auto, GTA.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto 7.
Grand Theft Auto.
This is for the streets right here, man. This is for the youngins, you know what I'm saying? RP, Lil Road, Free Lil Johnny, man. Like, this is for shorties, man. Like, take these cars, they bodying people, and they getting caught, or they robbing people, they getting caught, or they dying, you feel me? So, like my little homies did, you feel me, when I was locked up. So, it's like, this is for the streets, this is what's going on, this current events. You know what I'm saying? This is no joke, you know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody doing nothing about it. So this is what I put out, you know what I'm saying? This is what we live in, you know what I'm saying? This is real shit.
Let's go ahead and get into it right here. Grand Theft Auto 7 right here. J.O. LaFamila in the building.
DJ Rick the Rule, let's get it.
Let's go.
America. Yet again. Live on the basement. Alright, so J.O.
What's poppin'?
You got a son, right?
Yeah, I got a song.
So, what's the number one thing that every black father should teach their son? One thing.
Yeah, you're right. Discipline. Because that's the number one thing, man, because you know how our people is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of them not disciplined. They don't have patience.
No doubt.
So it'd be like discipline, patience, respect, responsibilities. Those are top things for me, you know what I'm saying? For real, like, if you don't got those, you ain't going nowhere in life. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to be right there sitting in the county. And if you do got those, it's another thing you got to have. It's called decision making. You know what I'm saying? Using your inferring skills.
Yeah.
So you got to know how to fend for yourself also.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to walk nobody across the street that don't know how to walk across the street.
Right. I'm glad you said that because there's a lot of kids nowadays, they ain't got no discipline at all. And they just little hell raisers. So they, hey, man, you tell them to do something and they like, man, who is you?
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what they say, right? So if they want to go that route, you can tell them what you need to tell them. But you know, experience is the best teacher. So
Yeah.
if another human being can't teach you, well, life gonna teach you. So well, just like that.
Exactly. Well, she's saying that because she
Just told you that.
Yeah.
I said I'm gonna stop telling you stuff because you don't listen.
Yeah, you next.
So how do you feel like you've grown as an artist over the last few years?
Man, I feel like I just know my process of creating music. Like I got it down to like it's my own little formula. Like I know myself as an artist versus knowing yourself as a person. Because you can't know yourself as an artist if you don't know yourself as a person.
Right.
So that's how I feel like my music is way more true than anybody else's music because it's actually what I'm saying is like every syllable word is gonna be straight from the soul. It's gonna be facts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
It's your story.
It's my story.
What do you feel like you need to work on as an artist?
Just more marketing and networking. Like I said, like she said, we ain't friendly people. So it's like, see these guys right here, see Montana and Quano. We go places. We just go places. If it wasn't for like me just speaking out, we won't say nothing to nobody. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna try to get no Instagram.
So you need to be more social.
Yeah, like more social, no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like being that's what actually like the difference between me and the artist of me rapping in the past and rapping now is like actually like networking and chopping it up with people. You know what I'm saying? Even though like I said, it's not. This just have to grow into that and learn. Like this is what you gotta do.
Yeah. All right, so piggybacking on the question Jay asked, what legacy do you want to leave for your son? Like, what legacy do you want to leave?
The legacy I want to leave for my son is to know that, man, the culture that you live in, which is the African American culture, that these white people created the word African American culture. It's way deeper than I don't think I want to say all this on the radio, but I was going to say this basically. You got to fend for yourself. You got to teach. You got to eat. You got to work for yourself. Yeah. That's basically it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to learn a trade. You ain't going to learn a trade to work for them. You're going to learn a trade to work for yourself. Before you can get back to your own community because people tearing down the communities.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about to me.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay. What's your top 5 favorite artists, dead or alive?
Ah, man. That's easy. So I'm going to have to go Tupac off #1.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go I got to go with Biggie. I got to go with Gucci.
Okay.
I was Gucci fan since 05. Got to go with Future. And he said #5 is going to be myself. I listen to myself a lot.
I like that.
Man, for real. Man, all right, so let's go ahead and drop these 2 songs right here because I want everybody to get it turned.
All right, look, this hot spot, man. We just went to St. Louis 3 weeks ago. Like we went to the city. We went to St. Louis, Miami, Cali. A song called Hot Spot has been playing on Power 92 for the last month and a half. Shout out Casanova. Shout out DJ Shine. Shout out my boy DJ Rick the Roof. Shout out New Era. Shout out my boy Nike. Man, shout out A-Way who shot the video out there in St. Louis. Shout out the Dog Pound. We turned the strip club up when we was out there. Okay. So like, yeah, this is one of those. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention.
And that video coming soon for that.
Video dropping next week. Mixtape dropping next week, May 21st. Video dropping next week also. So stay tuned in, man.
And after that, we got Wade in the Water, too.
The Wade in the Water, shout out to Kayla Davion. She was a Broadway star, man. Big Broadway star. You know what I'm saying?
You got Broadway star.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
She played. Okay, let's go. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so she did her thing. She always had a strong voice. Her voice is like an angel voice, but it's like a strong angel voice. Yeah. Like, yeah, she did her thing. I wrote that whole song, and she came through and laid her vocals on there, and she went crazy. So yeah, that was like one of my dream songs. Like I always anticipated of hearing it, how it really was supposed to come out. It came out way better than, you know what I'm saying, expected. So yeah, Y'all finna hear my new song, Hotspot, J.O. featuring New Era, and Wade in the Water, J.O. featuring Kayla Davion.
Okay.
All right.
And before we even get into it, you said this is on Power 92 for Hotspot?
Yeah.
Okay, I heard y'all's song because I'm up there all the time at Power 92. I heard y'all's song. They bumpy y'all.
Yeah.
For real, they bumpy y'all.
5 million.
Shout out Shondell. Shout out Shondell and all them. NK Caesar and all them for bumpy y'all stuff. Like, for real, they for real bumpy y'all. For real. Let's go ahead and get into this on Hotspot. Yep. Let's get into this on Hotspot and Wade in the Water right here.
All right, let's get into it.
In the building, J.O. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Okay. Yo, shout out J.O. for that hit right there. Shout out
Yeah, shout out J.O. man.
So let's get back into it right now, man. Yo, it's your boy DJ D Wiz.
It's your boy Jay the Diplomat.
It's your girl, Nikki Lynn.
Moolah.
And I am the honorable
Hold on,
DJ
hold
Keith
on,
Product.
hold on.
Hey, come on, man.
I
What
know
you
you
doing?
didn't just say Moolah.
Moolah.
Again, Moolah.
DJ Marcus Moon.
Yeah.
Right, DJ Marcus Moolah. Come on.
And I am the honorable DJ Keith Product.
Right.
Honorable.
Right.
Honorable. Yeah.
The honorable. I said that today.
Yeah.
That's what I call
Basement
it.
back in full effect, man. That's all I need to know. Basement back in full effect right now. And we got LaFamila in the building. Let's clap it up again. Before we get to this next artist, I just gotta know who is that 2 other guys that y'all got with y'all right here. The 2 other guys.
Come on, man. This Sosa P right
Yeah,
here.
Sosa P.
Sosa P.
Round in the cut.
Right.
Real members right there, man.
I rank the members of LaFamila Entertainment, man.
Right. See, I knew they was with y'all because they had the
Yeah.
I want one of those.
Say one thing, we stamped, man.
I want one of the teddy bears.
Yeah, all y'all
Yeah,
get.
go through the website, LaFamiliaAllStars.com. Yeah, just go ahead and send.
Y'all have $70 shirts too.
Huh?
I think $70 sweatshirts too.
Yeah, $70 hoodies for the 70, crew necks is for like the 60, t-shirts 35, crop hoodies 55.
Okay.
Black owned business. Support
Black owned business. Say it again. Black owned business.
You'll go to Gucci, you'll go to Polo. Come on down to LaFamila. We got you. We got what
this
you
stuff
need.
high quality. This 3D print.
I like that. I like that. Come on down to my place. See what you need. I like that.
Hold on.
I'm a broke chick.
Wait, hold on.
Well, first of all, this was sent by an artist. So I'm supporting an artist.
I'm representing heaven, okay?
I'm representing Chase a Bag mixtape series. So.
Heaven.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Alright, so let's get into it.
Did I get a birthday t-shirt?
J.O. And right now we got another artist right here. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Corno Benz checking in, man. Y'all know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Quano Band.
Definitely, man.
Yes.
Loving the energy, man. No cap.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm tell you this right now.
Uh,
Your songs have energy.
yeah, definitely.
I
You know,
told you.
When I be in the booth, I
I
be trying
told
to turn up, man. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Okay. Man, so let people know where you from, bro.
Same area. We all grew up to, you know what I'm saying? This is my brother. This is my uncle. They watched me grow up since I was a shorty, you know what I'm saying? We, you know, it's just LaFamila. This really family, you know?
Yeah.
If you ain't been around since we, you know what I'm saying? You not, you know. I don't really like to explain, man. It's LaFamila for a reason. That's what we call it, you know?
That's what I'm talking about right there, man. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what's up. So listen, hey, Quano, man, what be going on through your mind when you make your music? Cause your energy level be dude.
What really be going on is what's going on in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like real talk. If you listen to people around me know what I be talking about. So it's like, y'all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So if I wrote it down, say, you know what I'm saying? I don't fabricate, you know?
Where does that energy come from, though?
Oh, you know, that's how I always been. You know what I'm saying? When I was a shorty in high school, I hosted pep rallies, everything. Principal loved me because I was so energetic, you know what I'm saying? My voice was so distinct, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I was, man. Since, you know, that's just how I am.
He be turned on these songs.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying.
man.
I was saying. Like, how are you so turned, but you smile so much?
I do got another side of me, you know, if you hear my tape, you know, therapy session, I dropped that. You will hear that other side, but then you got the turn side, you know, you gotta, it's like, I'm real versatile, you know, vice versa, you know. You get one side of me, then you get another, you know what I'm saying? That's how it is.
That's what's up. For the people who don't know, tell the people, how is it being Quano Benz?
Like, with life, period, everything is not, you know what I'm saying? Everything is not always good. You know, sometimes, you know, you got your bad days, you got your good days. But, you know, when I pick that pen up, it's like, you know, that's really like therapy. That's why I just named my tape therapy session. Y'all go check in on that. That's really what it's like, you know. As soon as I get mad, feel some type of way, hey, pick up a pen, write it down. You know what I'm saying? I got a phone full of notes. Probably, you know what I'm saying, 80 songs that's ready to be recorded just off pain. You know, some of them I might not even like. You will never hear. You know, it's songs that I even recorded y'all will never hear. But it's just, at the moment, that's just how I felt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Man, all right. So how did you get the name Quano Benz?
There it is.
How'd you get the name?
My name was Quan at first. Then
Okay.
it was somebody I used to talk to. I'm gonna be honest. She say your name should be Quano. Like she just said your name Quano. Woo, just name it Benz because you love money. I'm like, yeah, that shit catchy as hell. So I ran out with it.
But the real question is, do you still talk to her?
Hell no.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Hey, at least
You know I want to be
I like that. I like
You know
it.
I
I
like
like
it.
it.
Hey,
I like it.
at least you honest. At least you honest.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta be honest.
Man.
Oh man.
Hey, man, so you said you did pep rallies at your school and all that, man.
Yeah, definitely. I was the host at the pep rally. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So I gotta ask you, man. Like, how did that come about? Like, who ran into you and said you should do a pep rally?
The whole school, they knew how turned I was. I'm in school jumping off lockers, smacking people in the head.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? I got videos on my phone of me just turning up. You know what I'm saying? I'll be walking down the hallway. I scream in the middle of the hallway. I just cause a big old scene there. Start following me. We'll run, get the banging on the hallways, kicking. Hey, I saw it. We'll put the garbage can in the middle of the hallway and then jump over it. You know what I'm saying? Just on some funny stuff. Like that's just how it was, man.
That's what's up.
What school you went to?
Red South. Everybody
Red
know.
South.
Yeah.
Hey, Riss. Y'all always be into something. Hey, cause I went to Thornwood.
Yeah, we went to Thornwood.
So yeah, we heard about y'all.
Yeah, we was on the always all type of stuff. They was tweaking. Like, but it was fun. You know what I'm saying? We was young. You know what I'm saying? You know how that go.
Yeah.
Just bad kids.
Yeah, definitely. I stayed in trouble, man.
Hey, but y'all know how to have a good time, though. Y'all know how to party.
Yeah,
I will say that. Y'all know how to party.
I always did. Our principal was so cool. We brought in famous decks, all type. We on the table doing drip from our walk for the time. Lunch on deck, Joe. Like, it was so cool. I miss high school. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was so turned.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, so let's go ahead and get into this. Since you got high energy, we're gonna have to get people in tune with this high speed right here.
Yeah, definitely, man. This high speed, man. This, you know what I'm saying? Feeling like TJ when I'm riding in the beam. You already know.
Don't get into no high speed chase while listening to this record.
Hey, if you get in the high speed, make sure you get away. Don't get caught.
Don't get caught.
Don't get caught. And if you do, it ain't our fault.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
See, he's still bad. He's still bad.
Let's get into this high speed. Let's go.
Well, girls, we are back. The energy level is high. And we are talking Quano Benz.
And definitely shout out Mac, man, because I was in the studio, man, when I was writing. He just, man, the beat was thug, man. That's, you know, he's like, hold on, hit this one real quick.
Yeah.
So he get to me. Hold on, he turn up, man. I go in the booth, I turn up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was supposed to do. He went crazy, you know what I'm saying? As I was rapping, he was making the beat also, so that was real. You know, I was messing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So listen, Quano, man, let me ask you this. Are you a fan of NBA Youngboy?
He go crazy, you know. I listen to his music, you know. I like how he put like that pain into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can feel that, you know. That's
Okay, so explain to me, like, why is he so great? Because I'm not a fan of his whatsoever.
Oh God.
I
No,
mean,
he really isn't.
Here we go. Red pill.
I
blue
mean,
pill.
it like I could see where he coming, like the stuff that he rap about, I can relate to. So most people may not be able to relate to, but I can.
Okay. I don't like him because he just sounds like everybody else to me.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Like,
all these rappers came from Lil Wayne. If you want to be honest,
That's true.
with you.
I agree.
Like that's what I'm gonna put down right there. That's the GOAT. That's the best rapper ever. Period.
I
Okay. So that's, you know what I'm saying? It's like he one of his seeds. You feel
I
me?
agree.
That's how I feel.
Out the
Yeah.
scroll.
I guess if you come from
Yeah, I mean, I like
guess
it.
you're
or
right.
Louisiana, if you come from that area. I don't know.
So,
Right.
with your music, what are you doing to make sure that your music has longevity in the music industry?
Just, man, I'm gonna be honest. I don't pay attention to really like none of that. Like it's just when I get mad, I write. You know what I'm saying? Go to the booth. Like this is really like something that I do when I get in my feelings. You feel me? When I go in, I don't like. Sometimes I'll be like, man, I don't know. Like you know how people be like, let me make a hit. I'm not here to make no hit, bro. I just feel this type of way, or this actually happened in my life. So let me go ahead and write it down. You feel me? And then when I put it out, I let the people choose on what they like, and then you know I try to push that.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I ask one more question?
Go ahead.
So did you write a song about the girl that named you?
Oh.
Yeah, it's in my tape. It's
Okay.
called
Tell
Love
what a
Letter.
fan of
It's called Love Letter. You
Why y'all all on me like
it's on Spotify, Apple Music.
It's called Love Letter.
Yeah, hey, we was just in the
The
conversation.
song called Love Letter.
Yeah,
All right.
look, I ain't gonna lie. It's I don't know. I don't think.
Are you getting the feeling?
Hey, no PTSD up
Man, I don't even. It be like that though. You know how life is. You know, think you found somebody, but I'm in love with money, man.
You got to say you in love?
No,
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong
in
with
love
that.
with the band.
Yeah,
Ain't
that's
Or
nothing wrong
does
with
it
Ain't nothing wrong with
it just
that.
makes you
Ain't nothing wrong with
nostalgic, like thinking about it, like, oh.
honestly, I really
Nostalgia.
don't be caring no more. That was how I felt. Now it's just like, man,
She cold-hearted now.
it is what it is.
Cheated. What happened? She cheated.
I don't even want to talk
Man,
about it.
y'all
I can't
reaching,
even
bro.
put this
Y'all
on the
reaching.
radio. I can't even, it was a lot, but you know, I don't even want to talk about that.
Federal.
Oh, you right.
Okay, federal.
Would you ever love
You reaching, man. You reaching.
Well, I honestly don't think so. I don't think I'm an ever
Don't
be
sell
that.
yourself
Yeah,
short like that.
yeah.
Man, it's so hard because I tried after that and it just didn't work. You know, it's not for me. It's just
But
not.
it just wasn't the right one. It just wasn't the right one.
Yeah, I said that the third time.
Hey, look, no.
It takes a while. Like,
Oh.
well, no, because you have to meet. No, you have to meet somebody that's at the same level of understanding that you're at the moment. And sometimes maturity level makes a difference. Like, don't chase boobs and butt. Chase like a personality.
If they just so happen to have it, it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. But not all of them come with that when they're pre-made or like fake. You know, when that's all they're showing is TNA. Usually they don't have much to offer past that.
Yeah.
So once you get the TNA, then it's like, what else do you have?
Well, speaking of TNA, do you like it real or
Good question.
Like,
Good question. Good
like
question.
Where are we going?
TNA or you like real TNA?
I'll be honest, I don't even like really overthink women like that, bro. Like I don't know, like it's a certain type, but I don't know, bro. If you get the tweaking, you done with. I don't care what you got on you. I don't know. I look at you, I'm like, she thorough. But let me see what I hear there. You get the tweaking,
But what if it's you that's tweaking that's making her tweak?
I mean, she can't accept me for I am, then I go.
Oh, I can't accept her. But that's part of who she is, though, and you're bringing your tweaking self to the relationship.
I mean, if you can't accept me, then hey, we don't gotta be together.
Nick, respect the quick draw on that one.
Hey, now that is good. You said that she got to accept you for who you are. But you do have to do the same with her too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I gotta like her. If I don't like her, then hey. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
like that.
That's why we're writing love letters.
You gotta watch out, man.
Oh man, she just throwing me out there.
She ain't back, you in the corner.
I swear, man.
I
I feel
just
like
gonna be in the car like, all right, man. So,
Right.
Right now, you got this.
So I don't need the mic anymore. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna sit there and be quiet.
or you just have to go and be like, yeah.
Man.
Man, let's go ahead and get to this nigga song right here, Slime Ball right here.
Slime ball.
Yeah.
Hey.
Slime ball.
We like high speed strikers, any
This
baby
another
chase.
high
Hey.
energy song.
Yes.
Another high energy
Yes.
song.
Yeah, definitely.
We don't know him.
We don't know, ain't no 50-50. Y'all know that.
Back those these
I love it.
He done changed family.
Hey, you need one day t-shirts now, man.
Y'all go ahead and take one of y'all shirts off and just get right there.
Take him with y'all when y'all leave.
Out the door. Bye.
And him, because he rolled with him. Alright, let's get into this right here. Quanto Bears, bro. Slime Ball.
Oh, Silence said you're still in love.
No.
Yes, sir. Hey, we back. We back. America. Yeah.
Man, slime ball.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen. That slime ball. Go hard.
Hey, I wish we could run that back. We can't run that back, can we?
Look,
We can't run that back, can we?
what he saying?
We got two more.
We got two more people to get to.
Well, DJ Rick the Rule gonna pick.
Look, you're part of LaFamila now. You're going home with them anyway. So you can listen to all this in the car on the way out. On the way out.
Don't throw me out like that.
Go ahead.
How y'all think I came up with that song?
Slime ball
Yeah.
from old girl.
No.
That's freestyle.
Okay, tell us.
No?
No.
Let me think.
What I'm talking
Sound
about?
like Atlanta.
No.
Nickelodeon.
Everything, if y'all hear the song, y'all gotta go back and play it again out of there. No, for real, what I say is like, we like high speed strikers, any who bank with chase, you know what I'm saying? It's, I don't lie.
That's facts.
I don't lie.
Hey, there you go. There you
You
go.
know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Everything, no
No
cap.
incrimination, my boy.
Oh, yeah.
Good artist.
That's the question on live.
Go ahead.
They just want to
just
know.
rap.
We got a question on live.
They just want to know what y'all's YouTube channel is because everybody wants to like tune in.
Oh, the videos.
Quano Bands. Just search me on Instagram.
He got his own video.
Just type in Quano Bands, QuonoBandZ. You know?
Find everybody music videos. They link to their streams, to their mixtapes, and their songs on LaFamiliaAllStars.com. Once again, click on you can click on the artist picture, or you can go to the little side, the three stripes, and click and bring down and click artist. Click on the artist you want to listen to, just like that.
Yeah, because they're asking.
Okay.
LaFamiliA.
Appreciate the love.
LaFamiliaAllStars.com.
And
That's
the
on
link,
your browser.
the link to the website is in my bio, DJ Rick the Roo, so DJ_Rick RYCK, and then also JO as well. So
Yeah, J.O.
y'all can get
LaFamiliA.
right to the website. Just go to the
And that's
page.
on Instagram?
Yep, on
IG.
Instagram.
Definitely. Y'all got me doing all this talking. I just got my braces tightened.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh man, I remember those.
See, I had the two rubber bands like here and here.
Earlier, probably like
I know you ain't
around
paying.
12 in the morning.
Yeah.
Only 12 in the afternoon.
Yes.
I hate those. I
Yeah, the hood did it.
Hey, so Quano, let me ask you this, man. We're gonna stick to relationships. Okay?
Quano, you relationship guru now?
What's your next song?
We're gonna stick with relationships. Alright, so do you believe in monogamy? Or do you think people should be in like a polygamous or what's the other one? The one with 5 or 6 different.
I honestly think people should be what makes them happy. Like, whatever makes you happy, go ahead and be so. But I tried it, like I said, just be, that's what I'm saying, just do what makes you happy, don't follow the next. You found somebody good, you know what I'm saying, make sure you settle down, do what's right, sign that prenup. But, I mean...
We had this conversation.
I'm just saying, because, hey, you not finna take something that's mine. You crazy? I need everything on 50. Dog.
But here's the thing. So prenups only cover what you had before the relationship. So anything that you have after, she has claim to that. So it doesn't matter. So, but here's the thing. But here's the thing. If you meet somebody that has her own, she ain't worried about yours.
So can I chime in?
Because I'm not worried about anybody else's.
Okay, but
so you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna have to sign a prenup with me. That's how it goes on my end, because you know women have stuff too.
Yeah.
So Quana, I want to say this.
You're right.
Women don't propose.
They do now.
Women don't propose.
But they propose to baby men.
That means that she got to be up to his standards, not the other way around, because she's not going out saying, hey, here's a ring, marry me.
Well, first of all, she is to propose if the man is a simp or a beta.
But
simple as that. And a lot of men are simps and betas just pretending to be alphas.
But they got to do it asking somebody to marry them.
Where's she coming from with this?
I don't believe in like prenups, because I feel like if you do that, you might as well not get married to that person, because you don't trust.
You don't trust. I mean, that's the thing. If you don't have trust to begin with,
that's why I don't think I even be in that boat.
So y'all don't think people should get married?
I mean, each his own. You know, if you happy with her and everything is right, that's what you want to do. And I'm not saying that I don't want y'all to go back to this and be like, oh, Quano said. No, ain't no telling. You never know. I might do find one, but my luck just been out of there.
No, I'm not suggesting that you said don't get married, but I'm just saying like I don't believe in prenups. Like if you get with somebody, get with them.
Hey, check this out. You don't believe in prenups, so you got $100 million and she got like $100K. She married you for 2 years and divorced you, and now you got like little to nothing. You got what she had.
No, but that's based on
then
time.
you be like, man, prenup next time.
But it's not like that. Prenups aren't like that though. Yeah, it's almost like time served. It's almost like doing jail time with y'all. So you know, depending on time.
She's super shy. That's what I'm saying. She said it's like doing jail time, but why most women it's urged to get married. Like they urge men to get married if they feel that way.
But here's the thing. But why are y'all in such urgency to drop sperm in us to have kids before marriage, and then you have an automatic prenup because now you're sitting here paying.
I'm not.
But now you're.
I ain't gonna lie. That's no way.
So y'all are giving up your money anyway because y'all are dropping.
I'm broke. She know that before anything. We ain't got nothing.
But what about the pre-stuff? Pre-stuff. Let me tell you, that was his man on this paternity court show, right? He had 3,000 sperm, but only 3 were moving, and he got a girl pregnant with only 3 moving sperm.
What?
Yo. Yes. One of his 3 little thingies went in and impregnated her.
He only had 3 moving.
Out of 3
and who is counting this?
Right.
Much more. So you didn't mean to do this? Who is on clinics?
So you go to a urologist when you feel like you're not having kids, and they actually make you in a cup, and then they test everything that you have, and they can count it.
I think we all need to test our soldiers' movement.
Not me.
Man,
You
went alpha women to some alpha males.
No, but it is. Go ahead, get to the next song, and we can discuss this off. You know, we can discuss this off.
Definitely trying to go general with the you man.
We got the next
What you talking about?
I feel like TJ on Rad 66.3 AMG.
Shout out TJ.
Definitely shout out Unc, man. If y'all need y'all car wash going up there, man, TNT, auto detailings, y'all get y'all stuff waxed up.
167, man, in market.
All right.
Facebook TNT detailing, let's get it.
You really had to say all that?
Yes.
No, that was on.
No, I'm talking about. No, I know what he said. I'm talking
About the love letters?
Yes.
Look.
Can y'all sing that song again so nigga can hear it?
Right, is this like Confessions by Usher?
It's on a mixtape.
It's on iTunes, Spotify.
Look, y'all.
Spotify, all that.
Look, why don't you send it so what happened for the radio
You're gonna have to get a copy of the song.
I mean, I don't know, man, because I don't want them to be.
We won't talk about it.
Don't even worry.
I just don't want other things.
Next question though, man. We ain't giving nobody no clout. Let's listen to the tape. We say the name of the tape.
I don't care about the girl. I just want to hear the song.
The song? Love letter.
I want to see if if you get choked up in the middle of the song, that's all I want to hear.
You gonna like it though. I promise you, gonna like it. You gonna definitely like it.
Yeah, she gonna love it.
That song turned too.
You gonna love the whole tape.
I just think it's gonna be turned too. I don't know.
What's my love letter?
Okay, LaFamila 8. You're like the 8 member. Are you okay?
It's okay if you like the song too.
What you think? What you think I'm saying? What you think I'm saying?
You leaving too.
I don't know. I never heard it before.
What you think I'm saying?
Hey,
Man, hold on. We gotta introduce the next artist. Artist, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Tory Montana in the building. What's going on?
clap it up for Tory Montana. Yes, indeed.
I think we should kick it off with how you got your name.
What, Tory Montana?
Yeah.
Bleed the pill. What? Yeah, you know. A lot of people call me Montana, so cause you know Scarface or whatever, you know.
Definitely.
So call me Montana, and you know my name Tory. So put it together, you get that. So, I mean, there's more to it, but we ain't got to talk about all that.
Another love story. Here we go.
Love with the paper.
I think it is. If you don't want to answer that,
If it
we
is,
just go
it's
Man, look, it ain't federal. It's just,
Thank you, Moolah.
You know, but really, when it comes to Montana, you know, if you listen to my music, I be talking about getting money all the time, man. So it's like
every day we get money.
You feel it?
We get money.
In the evening, get money.
Listen to everything, you know, all my material, you don't understand.
That's what's up. All right, so Mr. Montana, what's the most money you ever spent in one day?
Man. I say this. Spending, let's say how much money you made when you go to the bank and make deposits. How about that? That's what.
Yeah.
All right, so I ain't gonna tell you that. I'm just saying like.
I just want to know how much you spent minus child support.
Oh,
child support.
We talking 6.
Hey, we having fun.
I don't know. It really depends on the day. How your day going? You feel?
So what's the
mentality? Like you want to wake up and say, I want to make this amount of money, and you try to go, reach that goal.
Okay, what's a good day?
Great day.
Outside,
you know?
Yeah.
Sunny.
So you talking 10 million?
Man, look, if I had 10 million, bro.
I guess it depends on how many people are rapping outside.
I'd be chilling, bro.
Man,
I had
living
10
life.
million for real. I'd be chilling.
Yeah. That's okay. All right, that's what's up. Miss Lynn.
So what about you? Have you ever been in love and wrote a song about it?
Man.
Well, I'm not reaching. I'm like, they're right here.
She the love doctor.
I am.
You gotta be the love doctor.
All I can say, I got a pass. A lot of people will vouch on that, so yeah. I got
Did you create seeds?
Nah.
So you double and triple.
What you mean by that?
He's just saying you're wrapping it up a lot.
Oh. Yeah, I guess, yeah, you say that, yeah.
Oh, no, he's not.
Wait, what?
Hey, this is my brother, bro. This is my blood brother, man.
Are you getting lucky or are you rapping it?
Nah, I'm rapping.
Okay.
Man, look, we ain't gotta talk about
Just miss it sometimes.
You a professional. You a professional. You know what you do.
Hey, Nikki, you need a show. You need a show.
Right.
Yeah,
And
see,
call it Is She
women-
for the Streets?
the women
Call it that.
on live are saying, what's the problem with men talking about being in love? So they
Ain't
like
nothing
this.
wrong
The women
with
like seeing y'all blushing
Ain't
stuff,
nothing wrong
looking
with
all
it.
cheesy.
Ain't
Stuff in
nothing
your
wrong
face.
with it. It's
Till she talking to the next man.
just how it be
He
for
got
real,
a bigger bag. He got a nicer car. They finna go dead over there to him.
So y'all, you just think women are out to monkey branch?
I mean, most, like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not gonna say every woman, but I'm just saying what I've experienced. It's just not good.
But men monkey branch to younger models, bigger butts, bigger
Who
boobs.
does that?
I don't
Well, I mean, I'm gonna speak on
I
my
don't
behalf.
like big butts like that.
Yeah.
Your face gotta be looking.
You gotta represent right there, man. You gotta represent right there.
Speak on my behalf. We don't move like that, man.
And they're asking to hear love letters for some reason. So you know.
Hey,
Yeah,
y'all
they
know
going crazy on
They
that.
are.
It's on the mixtape. Tell them the mixtape
It's on
one
the
more
tape,
time,
man.
We gotta send it.
They're asking for it. And they did say that men usually cheat first. And y'all do.
That's not true. That's not true.
Look in that phone. It's all everything. Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. Man, you gotta think. I just watched a video today on Facebook. They said about 5,000 dudes talk to your girl in less than a month. But like they multiplied and sat down, and it made sense. And I'm telling you, just imagine. Your girl looks good. She got all these followers on Instagram.
You know they be on
know
social media.
the DMs is
She don't even gotta have a lot of followers on Instagram.
all it takes is one man who got more than what you got.
Dude, so
But that's not true though.
And that's
So are you telling me
Look,
I have
so-
16,000 followers on Instagram?
Okay.
Are you telling me that 5,000 men hit me up in my inbox?
Oh,
We not
10,000
yeah.
First no,
double it, but
about
look.
10,000.
We can double it. Mark Clemens said we can double it. We can double it. We can double it.
But for real though, like dudes be thirsty,
Plead the
bro.
fifth, Nikki.
Like that's what
Plead
it
the
is.
fifth.
Right, go ahead. Like,
Plead the fifth.
dudes be thirsty.
He's
You have to
plead
go
the fifth.
home. Plead the fifth.
Okay, I got a question. Let me
You have
ask
to go home.
you
Plead the
something.
fifth.
Go ahead.
How many men try to talk to you a day?
Oh, good question.
Look, plead the fifth, huh?
Is James still here?
She talking about James.
That means she already don't want to really
No,
tell the real. And she gotta make sure.
First of all, it's different because I do get hit up a lot, but it's mostly artists looking to get on the radio, so it's different.
What if they trying to do both?
Let me see.
They
I'm
trying
not
to hit you up.
available.
They trying
But
to hit
but
you
that's
up.
how
and
dudes
trying to-
move though. They don't care, man. They be
You
They-
sing, go.
Yeah, radio station.
I like
Oh,
it.
yeah. I got a song.
I
Let
am
me
not
take you out to
available.
show you my song.
Right.
Just like
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That happened before, right?
Wait.
That happened before, right?
Well, hey.
That happened
They in the
before.
hot seat.
Damn,
They in the hot seat.
How many times have you went
it's
on?
not safe. I mean, it's Chicago. It's not
No,
safe.
back in Houston.
But no, I mean, I've been here for
Are
12
you
years, so
single?
it doesn't
You
count.
from Chicago.
So, but here's the thing. Like, if you have a good one that's loyal, then she's not out there trying to monkey
Man,
branch.
you say loyal. What you, man, look. They say
I'm
they
loyalty.
all the time.
Loyalty.
So-
That's something else I got that y'all ain't even hear yet.
Let's be real. Both men and women will entertain.
But y'all
If-
cheat
if he-
first.
Black men don't cheat.
You a Actually, hold on. But let's just say that y'all say black men don't cheat. It might be y'all because y'all are black Mexicans, right?
Look.
Let's go back to that. Y'all are black
You said
Mexicans.
y'all
not
worried
fair.
about
That's
men
not
trying
fair.
to talk to
Oh, he
us.
getting on the line.
Hey, who is this? Hey, who is
So
that?
here's the thing. But here's the thing. The reason I say that men cheat first is because men are more physical. So when y'all see what you like, and women, we are emotional creatures, so we build a relationship first before any of that happens. So if you're lacking and you're not giving a woman emotional support, then yes, she is gonna leave you. But men, y'all just see a big butt, big boobs, big everything, little waist, and cute face, and y'all are like, I'm done. But no, y'all are physical. Men are.
That's not us though. That's not us. That's not this right
Past, like
you a dang lie.
For real, guaranteed, 100%.
So when you see a fine girl walking in front of you,
look, for real, like you say that you saying you can't just generalize that because you meet a lot of girls in life. Like I said, I got a pass and. That's not always their intentions. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times
they'll see a dude and be like, oh, he got money, let me mess with him. Why would you do that?
But,
and then, you know what I mean? It's a lot going ahead.
But I'm saying, but here's the thing. Generally, she already likes you. But see, we already know that you guys are physical, right? And that y'all take sex. So what she'll do is, in order to get you to like her, because she thinks like, if I can have sex with him, and it can be and it can be good, and he likes it, then maybe he'll be with me.
See, that's simple. You shouldn't think like that.
But that's what she does because it's emotional. Because she's thinking as women think like, I'm gonna build an emotional connection with this man through sex.
And then let me tell y'all something. Why do females?
Hey, we need time out now. We need to go to the first song.
We gonna come back to that.
She
we gonna come back to that.
She
Hey, we gonna come back to. Hey, hold that.
Hold everything in. Because we got firing shots at niggas.
Firing shots at me. They said.
Wait, hold on. We gotta get back. We gotta come back to him.
Okay, we'll come back to all these guys.
Yeah, let's get to this first song right here.
That
it's called No Worries.
Yeah, No Worries.
Them the quiet ones.
No Worries. You want everybody to get
I'm an honorary member.
Man, listen to any of my music, I promise you, it's all facts. So if you want to know something about me, just listen. Pay attention. That's it. That's all I had.
All right.
No worries, man.
No worries.
Let's go.
This that cut right here, man.
And with that, America. This is this I don't know what this
LaFamila. Yeah, LaFamila.
Yes,
lifestyle.
I'm feeling in the building right now, man.
We got
Appreciate the love.
Hey, so we got Tori Montana. So listen, hey,
come on, Jake.
I'm just waiting on you.
So listen, Tori. Huh?
No. Just go. Don't let her coach you. Go.
So describe. I'm gonna shift gears for a second. Describe the music scene. Like, do you think the music scene is like cool right now, or do you think it could be better? Like,
man, the music need us, man. Need us for real. Cause I don't listen to a lot of rappers, man.
Okay.
Talk. I don't like a lot of rappers.
You think they boring?
Huh?
You think they boring?
I'm just not interested. That's it. It's like, man, I'm good. You hear that slime ball? You hear what we got?
Yeah.
Man, you can listen to that. Way more than that, you know?
No doubt.
I don't really listen to rappers, man.
Okay. That's what's up. Miss Nikki.
I've asked enough questions. So I'm gonna let Moolah talk.
So,
Nikki, baby.
go ahead. You got a favorite song that you made? Like, what's your favorite song that you made?
Man, that's strong. Man, if you know the material I got, man, bro. I don't know.
For real.
I really just like when I make music, I like when other people tell me what's their favorite. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, when I make it, you don't know what was my mindset that made it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got some strong music that you be like, what? But you gotta listen to it and you be like, man, he was going through it. You feel me? Like, my boy, Rick the Roo. He got a favorite song. I got a song called 100, man, and he know what I was spitting on that real life. Like, facts. Like, man, it's crazy. Like, this story crazy. I'm telling you, it's a story, man.
Man, that's what's up. Hey, they get money, joint.
They get money? Yeah. Hey, you know what? Hey,
look here. They ain't going to that.
I like it. Hey, shout out DJ Product, man. Actually, listen to the music. That's really good feedback.
So, Keys and Wiz Y'all both cleaned the music, didn't y'all?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you finna call me on the song.
They both cleaned your music, so they had a chance to sit there because they have to listen to everything to clean it. So they got a chance to actually hear it all the way through. Which we did to sample it before we send it off.
What you think about Get Money when you heard it? Right?
Man, it's motivation.
That's
motivation for the screen.
That was made.
Right. In the morning, in the evening.
And to get money. That's what was the purpose of that song. It's the motivation. I wake up listening to that song.
Cause it make you want to go out and get some money.
Exactly.
You know?
It's funny because I make money that day too.
See, I'm telling you, think about what you want to make. Think about what you want to make that day. I'm telling you to make it happen.
Yeah. So it's like you wake up in the morning, you play that song. Man, I gotta go get some money.
And it's like different ways to get money. Like you go to work and listen to that song. You know what I'm saying? Just motivation, just to get money, whatever way you get it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Take
It's a
all
great
your
song,
stickers
man.
out.
It's a great record.
Most definitely.
Go ahead, Wiz.
Question. Golly, man. So, just take me, like, what's it like being Tory Montana?
Man, I don't even know how to be me. I don't know how to explain it. I'm me.
So,
Like, what you mean? Like, give me example. Like,
okay, so what was it like growing up with the
man, it was a blessing, to be honest. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna self-incriminate myself, but we know this right here, like, we've been together for, like, forever. Been through a lot of stuff, like, for real. Like, if you listen to the music, man, it'll tell you, but you're trying to,
So it's not like it ain't no get in and where you fit in type of deal. It was like everybody, molded together, and now y'all got what y'all got right here.
I mean,
we didn't even have to mold. We was created already.
Yeah,
like, I'm telling you,
it's just like, when you meet certain people, man, it's just like, it's crazy, bro. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but since like the sandbox, bro, we made sure all of us straight. You feel what I'm saying? So
that's
when,
what's up. That's
at the end of the day, all of us gonna be straight, and that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? On everything, all across the board.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
No, I'm just playing. No, we gotta get to this next song. Right. We got this next song right here. It's called Emotions. Yeah.
Okay.
Any preview you want to give to the people that's listening right now?
To the emotion?
Yeah.
Alright, if y'all listen to this song, y'all understand, like, you gotta keep moving. That's why it's called Emotion. Like, if you listen to what I'm spitting, man, just check it out. Let's tune in.
Alright, let's get into it. Montana in the building right here.
Montana!
So listen, Tori, I'm gonna ask you a controversial question. It's dealing with relationships. I don't know how the females are gonna react to this.
Man, I ain't trying to offend nobody.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask.
Yeah.
So you know how women love to call us dogs, right?
Yeah.
So, would it be true or not,
Okay.
depending on your response, does that make them dogs too?
What? When they do what they do? What you mean?
If we're dogs and they deal with dogs, doggish
so that
men,
make them dogs.
does that make them a dog too?
Yeah, I know some females.
I mean, they pet owners.
What does that make them?
Like my brother said, man, pet owners, I guess. I mean, but
pet owner?
Man, shoes, fit. Man, they can wear the same shoes. Cause girls can be dogs too, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like, it's across the board, bro. Like, it's not it's just you and you. No, bro. It depends on what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. Like, it depends on like where she at in her mind state. You know what I'm saying? That's why you ain't supposed to mess with a girl like that. You just supposed to be like, I'm gonna mess with you like this. Yeah. And then go mess with another girl like, I tried some crazy stuff in my past. And because I was like, I mess with you because of this. I mess with you. Right.
Y'all just
that work out.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me? I'm confused.
It's stupid.
I don't know. She ain't talking about no money. I really don't care. Like, she's in
like
the way. But I mean, like, I'll be wanting to go out, you know what I'm saying, with females, you know what I'm saying, just take them out to eat and chill.
That's normal.
I just tried that and she stopped talking to me. So that's
So that's going to be a love letters part 2.
You really feeling it.
I be trying, bro. Like, I swear to God, I be trying. I'm like, I love you. Could want like this girl Man, look. I text this girl, I'm texting her. We texting. She like, I'm like, hey, good morning. We'll send her a whole paragraph, all type of stuff. She gonna tell me, well, you don't give me enough attention. Woo, because every time I call you, you around people. I just met you. Like, bro, you gotta adapt to what I got going on.
Yeah.
How am I just going?
Is she watching?
I don't know.
He just said.
I don't know.
Maybe she is tuned in.
So Quano, if you having that issue, maybe you gotta ask yourself, why am I attracting this type of chick?
See, I don't know.
I slid in her DMs, but she was she looked good. So I'm like, you know,
I don't know if that's true or not. A lot of people say that, like, well, let's say if you mess with a crazy girl, they like, bro, you like attracting crazy girls, but like, bro, you don't wake up and like, man, I want to be a crazy girl today.
But maybe it's something about your personality that attracts crazy people.
I don't believe in that.
I gotta go say you made it.
It don't matter if you have a good heart, you have a crazy mind.
Yeah, a lot of females be crazy.
So hold on.
Weird.
Quano, it's something about you that's attracting this type of chick. Like, you giving off something.
And stop sliding in the DMs. Let her slide into yours or something.
When do a female slide in somebody's DM?
No, I had a few females.
A few, but I mean.
It's just like men.
Is it more men sliding in women DMs or women sliding in men DMs?
No, it's more men sliding, but I'm saying, I like to talk.
I can't see it.
I like to talk to females face to face.
Y'all.
True, they talk.
Yeah, face to face.
I hate texting because
somebody said y'all toxic. Or is it men?
Well, look, let me ask y'all this.
Denise Royale?
Yeah, she been on that doing a lot of commenting.
Denise, who's toxic?
That's
true. They toxic.
Who's toxic?
So here's my question with relationships, right? So y'all know what polyamory is, and polygamy and polyamory, like those families, wives. But would you be okay with your wife having multiple husbands?
Well, I never said that.
Can I be honest? I don't care what you do. Just don't get mad when I do it. Simple. Like, I swear to God, my next relationship, if I get in one,
You will be cool with having your girl.
But look, can I be honest? Would you rather for her? Would you rather? Can I tell you? Would you rather for her to show her how she really coming than to try to hide that?
I don't want
if that's what she want to do, let her do it, bro.
You really don't want.
You don't want to if you man.
Bro,
what do you think?
About having like multiple. Well, can she have multiple?
Yeah.
Man, look, it's freedom of will. You do whatever you want.
Come on.
I don't have to do. Hey, I don't have to deal with it though. Hey, I don't have to deal with it, bro.
So you would stay in a relationship and just be mad? And
You said what?
You would just like stay in a relationship but be in your feelings?
No, I'm saying you don't have to deal with that. Like once you get married, look, when you ready, you'll bounce. You good.
But what if your heart is in it? Your heart is in it.
And look.
Then what?
Hey, look, I'm gonna say one thing. Wipe my tears with a bell, bro. Wipe my tears with a bell.
You gonna come across a chick, right? She do everything right to the T. Every single thing.
She just want another man. That's all.
Look here.
I'm gonna say,
wait, hold on. One man once told me this one time.
Man.
A key that can open many locks is a master lock. A lock that can get opened by many keys is a she lock.
So what's your experience with those fishy locks?
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
You wanna go there?
No, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm just curious. Y'all have
Tori,
all these men up in here.
So, man, your opinion on that is like, I know Jay ain't liking it, but I get what you saying. You know, you do it. You know, don't get mad at me when I do it.
That's about to
But you can't sit.
I get what you. Hold on, man. God, leave,
bro. You can't sit.
Hold on, bro.
All right.
Hold on, bro.
Y'all got Jay amped up now.
But somebody did ask, what about a woman who wants another woman, like a girlfriend?
That's what's up. I don't care. That's up to you. I love that. I'd rather for you to talk to another female than another dude any day. I don't even care.
Can we be real though? When your heart is in it and you in love, you're not gonna sit there and allow your chick to entertain nobody else.
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't.
See, look, you ain't look. Check it out. I ain't saying entertain it. I'm saying, bro, just bail out, bro. And this is easier said than done, bro. Cause I feel me, but at the same token, bro, I'm telling you, bro, just bail out, cause it's not worth it.
But is that with a girl, like a man or a woman?
Right.
Both really. You I'm gonna be honest, both. If a girl feels some type of way like that, then yeah, I'll just.
If she's like, and we can both have her. You would still be like,
let's go.
Wait, no, wait.
Let's get it.
Hey, we gonna have time right here.
All right, we got the next song.
We got this song, Get Money.
Hey, hold that thought.
Hold that thought. All right.
We got this song,
That
Get
made me
Money.
break my
This
fist.
song, that's that song right here.
That's that
Let me
song.
say for this song right here, man.
Motivation.
Motivation.
Yeah.
I say motivation for the street.
I'm rapping this in the joint.
Real talk, straight motivation, man. Listen to it, man.
Okay. Yeah.
And we
Once
had
we
more
get
than
back
that
from this
earlier,
song, we're
yeah,
gonna talk to
like,
DJ
yeah,
Rick the Root. Okay, so make sure y'all hold fast right there.
No, it's not though. But
So you can
communication
communicate with them all.
No, communication and comprehension are two different things if you look it up.
So
Oh,
Hold on, wait, hold on. Okay.
You're not communicating right.
Communication is talking, comprehension is understanding. It's two different things. It's two different things.
But what I'm saying is,
Like right now, we're not comprehending.
I'm comprehending what you're saying. I'm comprehending what you're saying.
Wait. We back.
But you're not listening to
Come
what
on,
I'm saying.
Rick. Like, bring in some knowledge.
First off, we back.
Right, we back.
On the back on the stage. Okay.
Come on, Rick. Come on.
We back in the basement of LaFamila in the building right here.
He gonna give me
We got a DJ.
Yes.
DJ.
DJ.
Hold on. Introduce yourself. Let me go ahead and say this first.
Yes, it does.
Before we get to you, Rick, I want to say that it's an honor putting y'all on my repeat of the week list too.
We appreciate it.
It's all love.
Yeah, because everybody is for real trying to know who y'all is. Trying to know who y'all is. For real.
Yeah.
But yeah, you shouldn't even be surprised about that. You over here was like,
Because I'm a nobody. You know what I'm saying?
man, so bro, like I tell y'all, I'm blasting on Power 92, J.O. man. Come on now.
Crazy.
Yeah, we got a special DJ up in here. That's what the LaFamila group. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
DJ Rick the Root, man. President label, LaFamila All Stars. You know, do a little bit of everything. A little bit of produce, a little bit of rapping, a little bit of, creating the clothing, the imagery, the process, the way we want to go. That's what I'm here for. So, these brothers really talented, man. They've been doing this for a long time. They understand they sound where they want to go, and we're gonna take it to the top.
So you look, you a jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Like your boy right here. No.
Shameless
I
plug.
ain't gonna shake your head. Man.
Shameless plug.
Nah,
You've been doing that all night.
Yeah, all night.
Yeah.
But I want to know your thoughts on communication and comprehension. Because I am frustrated, and people are online talking about comprehension means understanding. Communication is different. So please give, from a DJ's perspective.
I think communication is just the basic verbalizing back and forth between people, and then comprehension is like the understanding the nuance of what somebody is saying, and maybe having more knowledge of how it works, you know what I'm saying? Because people can talk to each other, but if I don't understand the world that you come from, or how you express yourself, or the rules of where how people express themselves, where you from, or how you thinking, you know what I'm saying? Because you communicate with somebody, but if y'all never had a previous exchange, y'all could have miscommunicate, and then y'all might have to come back and say, oh, I ain't even communicate like that, or I didn't understand.
Exactly.
Like this.
I didn't understand.
And then
Miscommunication.
It's comprehension.
Miscommunication is not communication, period.
My God.
Hold up, right?
That's communication.
Hold up.
He is going crazy.
Is that right? Is that right?
They are telling you that it's
But you still not
understanding.
listen. I understand what you're saying. You're saying
No,
comprehension
you are not
is
comprehending.
understanding
It's
somebody what they communicate. But if I can't communicate, but I can talk to you in Spanish, and he don't know Spanish.
We're not talking about a foreign
No,
language. We're talking about English.
listen. See, look, listen. I took advanced communications, so I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
I took advanced, not basic, advanced communications.
Hey, they really.
So I know what I'm talking about. If I'm speaking Spanish to him and he don't know what I'm saying, I'm trying to communicate, but he don't understand what I'm saying. He's not comprehending my communication. So we're not communicating with each other. Even if we speaking English with each other, if I'm saying something to him he don't understand, we still not really communicating.
Because
communicating is the root word in communicate. It takes two to communicate. I can't communicate with a wall. I'm like, this wall understand what I'm saying. How can't you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It takes comprehension to communicate. Yes.
Okay, so Rick.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't comprehend what I'm saying, we're not communicating.
So Rick, let me ask you this: do you think that's one of the number
He just proved himself wrong.
Hold on. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
So Rick, do you think that's one of the number one problems of relationships? Like there's no understanding.
I wouldn't even say understand. I just would say basic communication because it's about setting up rules and boundaries. So if I'm trying to get to know somebody and they don't know what I'm gonna tolerate, what I don't, and every time they violate that, I try to sweep it under the rug or I try to get them back in some type of way. That's just pointless, you know. So you gotta let somebody know what you're expecting up front. Yeah, I mean, you don't gotta be like a checklist off the jump, but once you know you want to take it somewhere with them, pull them to the side and say, hey, like, we getting there. This is what I'm trying to be on. What you know, because I feel like a lot of people, you know, people might think, oh, if I be honest with this person, they're not gonna accept me. But you never know. It's worth being honest. You rather have somebody respect you as a person. Say, hey, so and so. They might be on some other shit, but at least they was honest with me about it, and I respect, and I can fuck with them off that, like on some you a real person, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what I would say, like, you know, just letting people know what you're really about, because everybody trying to get their way, so sometimes motherfucker might feel like they gotta portray themselves a certain way, but that ain't worth it. Just be who you is.
Got you. Good answer, man.
Break the rule, man.
So we're on this communication thing.
Oh,
like, no, it's just communication. Because, like, for us, like, I don't know how you guys handle it. I mean, with y'all being a big group, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
Like, how do you handle communication amongst yourselves? Like, we used to have calls, like, every day. We used to talk every single day. Now it's probably, like, once a week or twice a week, just depending. When Moolah's not traveling away from us. So how do y'all handle communication within your big group?
Well, I mean, we is come from a certain environment. We come from the street, so guys still got that lone wolf kind of do it. You know what I'm saying? Not like want to come to somebody beg or depend on other people, but we've been together a long time. We've been through like real life situations, so you know the sacrifices that I would make for these guys, like it would like never be a second guess. So I would never hesitate to call Tori or call Quano or Jail and just say, hey bro, this is what I've been thinking about, this what, you know what I'm saying, because we really got that communication. Now maybe other, you know, guys or other groups of people, maybe they ain't really been through the type of stuff, so that relationship not there, but you know, I can call these guys up, you know, really for anything, or just, hey bro, pull up and, you know, let's chop it up, listen to this new song, or I just did this verse, or whatever, like, you know, like, it's really, this LaFamila shit for real, like, it really is family, like, it's not just some dude trying to look cool or get some money real fast, it's not none, that's just, you know, we trying to build each other up. Yeah, forever. That's
man, we
We're gonna get toxic. Who you feel like the best artist out of the group?
The best artist.
man.
I don't think I want
That's the top one right there. The best artist out the group.
I knew you was gonna have something to say.
I say it's Quano.
I would say the artist that I feel like got like will have the most appeal to everybody, definitely Quano, because he got the energy, he got that young nigga vibe that, you know, it's everybody gonna feel that, you know, regardless of your age or what type of music you like, just that energy and him being, you know, I feel like people mess with that, you know. J.O. is like our versatile veteran, you know what I'm saying, any beat, any hook, like his hooks, his melodies, like he really got that pattern down of how to put together songs, you know what I'm saying. Even Quano too, Quano write good songs as well. Like we got an artist, White Rose, out in St. Louis that we've been working with. We got some stuff coming up with her, like really, really good, solid music. And then, you know, Tori, that's that street, you know, that street story that, you know what I'm saying, you want to hear about what it's really like in the trenches, what brothers is really doing and dealing with, like, you know what I'm saying. So really, I feel like LaFamila, we like you know, do Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? We fucking with everything on trades, man.
That was a nice save right there.
Actually, that was a nice save because all y'all bring something different to the table.
Yeah.
And it works for that particular person.
Absolutely.
So,
Bring on.
I'm a CEO. I gotta talk.
So Rick, this for you, man.
Okay.
How long you been DJing?
Recently, man, maybe six months, maybe 7 months. You know what I'm saying? We started the label. I've been rapping.
I told y'all I could do
I've been rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't something I want to pursue super hard. I want to get into more like songwriting, engineering, and putting the sound together along with DG. We got Desmond G. That's our main producer. Shout out DG. You know what I'm saying? We gonna hear a lot of stuff from him. We gonna hear that. You know, LaFamila. We got mixtapes coming out. We got The Gift from God. I'm hosting that May 21st. That's dropping at midnight because we got a show. You know, we got a Industry Thursdays at the Pyramid out in Hammond. We gonna have that going on the 20th, and then on midnight, you know, going in the 21st. That's when the mixtape gonna drop. So everybody there, y'all be able to download it, get into it. So in the building.
That's what's up.
It don't look like that.
you said 6 months?
Yeah.
How?
Man,
That's
we the label,
talent
man.
right there.
We the label. We
Do
work
you want to give me the
together.
whole background?
We
story?
work together. Like, no, like, y'all don't understand. Me and Jail called me from prison, and we plotting every week. Like, hey, when we get out, we finna get this label. We finna LLC. We finna shoot. Like, literally, the first day he got out, I took this man to the studio, and we recorded Welcome Me Home. Like this for real. Like,
I say this, bro. About us, bro, we about business. Period.
I see that because like 6 months, that's like a short amount of time to be like just starting out DJing.
Yeah.
Just touch
Then we do
down.
what we want.
Do what we want.
I'll start DJing tonight.
Like J.O., he came out and he took care of business. He pushed it. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been doing this for a long time, but he wasn't playing no game.
So J.O., you the mastermind.
Yeah, I'm the CEO. That's the president.
Okay.
It's a high-ranking members right now.
Okay, so I gotta ask you a question. How'd y'all come up with the name LaFamila?
That's Montana. Like y'all, this came from
Wow.
so long ago. Like no cap. Tori called me one morning and was like, "What you want, bro? Slide." And I just popped over to his crib and he was just telling me like, "Hey, bro, man, I'm thinking about like a collective, for the labels that we could all, a flag we could all fly under and do our thing and try to, go hard in this music shit." And this was years ago before Muggs got caught cases, all type of stuff. Like we were still like teenagers, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Oh man, that's hard. Like LaFamila, like building empire since birth." That was our motto with it, building empire since birth. So we grabbed a clothing brand, we started making, clothing, got the clothing line, hoodies, t-shirts, all of that, and doing the music with it too, and we just trying to, really push this entire brand, right?
So y'all do so the whole LaFamila brand is everything.
Man, jack of all trades, bro. We gotta conquer the board like Monopoly, bro. We gotta take everything.
We trying to
take everything.
So the design, who came up with the design?
We did it collective.
Yeah.
So y'all in-house.
Man,
come on,
everything is self-made, bro.
Everything. We got artists. We got people that do graphic arts. We got all of that right here, and it's all so-called young black men.
So y'all like us. Everything we do is in-house.
Yeah, and then that's what we do when we go out to other cities. We try to network with people and meet other so-called, black people that trying to do their own thing and create their own thing and network and work with different people. So yeah, man.
Are y'all accepting new members?
Yeah, because he needs to go.
Are y'all accepting new members?
New members, man.
We don't know him.
Hit us up. Hit up the DMs, man. Show us what you working with, man. If you really trying to network and build, like we collaborating with people.
Team members.
Come sign the death row.
You gotta be real. We ain't just signing. I'm gonna say this. We ain't just signing nobody, bro. We gotta feel you.
So I'm trying to become a DJ. Look at all that. So I'm trying to become a DJ.
Nikki Blend.
He named me Nikki Blends.
Okay.
only because I'm biracial, plus, you know, the blending of music.
Nothing to do
So
with
I need somebody, I need to sign somewhere, because these Negroes don't believe in me.
He never said we didn't believe me. He never said that.
Okay, maybe not you, because you named me, but the rest of these. So I need a place to sign.
Need a place to sign, man. You know,
yes.
We like to put some paperwork together. You know, we have to see. You know.
First, you gotta do a tryout. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see what you can do. Give us this. I don't even know how to DJ, but I know a lot of this. Just the cue. You can sync this in with that. This part of the you know what I'm saying? I know a little bit of that. Let's go left side to the left board, right to the right board.
Yeah, I know how to do that.
Okay, then.
I know how to match up my BPMs and all that other good stuff.
Then we can go
like a game controller. It's like a game controller, but I mean, hey.
He taught me.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
But not you. You can't say we because you're not a part of this team. It's this team
Which one of us
and this team.
So
y'all can have separate teams within a team.
Y'all
ain't you ain't gotta be together or nothing.
Right.
You dividing within the house.
Right.
Because he teaches me, he names me.
Gotta stand for
I
something.
mean, y'all all together then. They got team within team.
LaFamila.
She giving up all her
He
team.
say LaFamila, hey, LaFamila.
She giving up her Game of Thrones. She playing.
He learned how to DJ. He said he gonna learn tonight. He said he gonna learn tonight.
On this. Practice on. Practice on.
We like high speed.
That's a good practice.
We got 5 minutes left. We got 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. You know, any handles, shout out. Well, first we're gonna start off with shout outs. Any handles, Twitter and everything.
Hello,
Alright, I want to shout out my family. Shout out my little sister. She just graduated from Alcorn State nursing.
Congratulations.
Really proud of you. Shout out Kanisha. She tuning in all the way from Miami. So appreciate you for tuning in. She hit me up, let me know she was watching it live. So appreciate you, shorty. And just the whole family, man, the whole gang, Hexo, you know what I'm saying, my boy Ron, man, appreciate y'all brothers, man, y'all always coming through, man, got much love for y'all, man, shout out Q-Stat, shout out the whole gang, man, everybody, you know what I'm saying, much love to y'all, bro, we finna go to the top.
Yeah.
I want to shout out all my, you know what I'm saying, if y'all win this, shout out to everybody, the whole LaFamila, everybody on the East, everybody I grew up with, you know what I'm saying. It's like, it's a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, people 10 years plus, but if you got one of these, you automatically stamp.
Hey,
it's simple, LaFamila.
Real spill on that song Emotion, I said it, man. If you got that on, man, you know what it is. You know what it is. You brand it, bro. Like we in this together forever. Like for real. LaFamila, you already know it.
Hey man, I want to shout out to the whole team right here and the whole gang right here. This gang, you know what I'm saying? So
You got the hottest radio station playing on your stereo right now. For all the latest and exclusive content, hit that undergroundhitters.com. That's undergroundhitters.com. We got it all for the low, homie.